Good morning. I'd like to share two readings with you. The first written by Kathleen O'Mara. And the people stayed at home and read books and listened, and they rested and did exercises and made art and played and learned new ways of being and stopped and listened more deeply. Someone meditated, someone prayed, someone met their shadow, and people began to think differently. And people healed. And in the absence of the people who lived in ignorant ways, dangerous, meaningless, and heartless, the earth also began to heal. And when the danger ended and the people found themselves, they grieved for the dead and made new choices. They dreamed of new visions and created new ways of living and completely healed the earth just as they were healed. My second reading I'd like to share is about hope, and I think that's what we're all looking for right now. Hope is the evidence of unseen things. Hope is faith in action, and internal it springs. Hope works with love and faith to fulfill the human heart. Hope is wisdom, knowledge, and the strength not to fall apart. Hope informs our dreams. It is necessary to live. Hope leads to freedom and inspires us to give. Hope is the light that shines on our path. Hope brings joy and turns away wrath. Hope takes us heavenward when we feel all is lost. Hope makes us brave when we are counting the cost. Hope is the everything that makes life worth living. Hope is a miracle. It is peace and health giving. Hope is a choice. It is the soul's purest thought. Hope must not be deferred, but pursued and then caught. Hope is the reason we survive tough times. Hope is God's voice, still and small, but sublime. Never give up hope.
So good morning. My name is Inez, and I bring you a message of hope on this Easter morning. I have thought long and hard about the meaning of life. Why am I here? Why are we here? At no time have I thought more about the meaning of life than in these past months with this current pandemic. Some of you have lived through 2 world wars and the Great Depression, the swine flu, Ebola, you name it. We have had personal stories of loss, fear, regret, life-threatening situations and illnesses. Then too, I bet you thought you would not survive it, right? And yet, here you are. We thought this is it. Surely all is lost. We were so wrong. We found that all was not lost at all. We reached deep within ourselves to find the strength to go on. We got to work. We healed our minds, we healed our hearts and our spirits, we rebuilt our communities, and went on to establish a wonderful legacy, all because we dared to believe in ourselves. We had faith. We had the unwavering hope, the raging fire of hope that refused to be quenched. This fire of hope, from whence comes the resilience that keeps the human race going, generation after generation, from age to age. Overcoming every hardship life or nature throws at us. War and pestilence and natural disasters have come and gone, and life goes on. This pandemic has finally taught me one reason why I am here on earth, why we are here on earth. We are here for the rest of mankind. The rest of mankind is here for us. Our differences truly do not matter. We are all in this together. We'll continue to work together as one formidable force. We all have a part to play in this, remember that. You will do your part while we do ours, with the common goal of keeping each other safe. We are not sure exactly when. We don't know the month or the exact day, but we know one thing for sure: this will come to pass. Life as it was just a few months ago will return, bigger, better, brighter. And when that happens, we will look back and remember not just the fear, but the great courage and hope and resilience, love, unity, and sacrifice. On this 12th day of April 2020, I wish you the joy that surpasseth all understanding. Have a blessed Easter.
Renewal. Could we have a more powerful story of renewal than Easter and Jesus rising from the dead? Could we have more important forms of renewal than the values displayed by Jesus throughout his life of mercy, forgiveness, and redemption? Jesus' words and actions are full of renewal. Are we living lives of renewal? Because we have the chance to experience it every single day, and I propose multiple times in multiple ways every single day. Viktor Frankl, in his book Man's Search for Meaning, describes the gap that exists between a stimulus and our response to that stimulus. And that gap is our freedom of choice. We can't always choose the stimulus that we're exposed to, like the current pandemic, but we can choose our response. We can choose a road of self-pity and despair, or we can choose a road of renewal. We can choose a different way. We can choose new. We can choose courageous. We can choose to try something we've never tried before. And when we do that, it can be a renewal moment. It can change our outlook. It can change our mood. It can change our life. My wife and I often talk about wanting to live a life on the edge of fear and excitement. Not every second, not every minute, but as a philosophy. Living on the edge of fear and excitement is like being at the apex of a roller coaster ride. You're right at the top. You get a strong sense of what you're about to experience. You think you want to turn back, but you can't. You have to go forward. You have to experience it. For good or for bad, you have to experience it. To me, renewal is just like that. Renewal can be frightening, and renewal can be richly rewarding. Renewal is about being open to the vicissitudes of life and always learning and growing. In my position as President and CEO of Episcopal Homes, the buck stops at my desk. People often ask me if the weight of decisions gets to me. They query me, how am I holding up? When the stress gets to me, and it does in small and sometimes big ways every single day to some degree, I do three things. One is that I take some time to really be in the moment, to smile at a resident or staff person, to experience some deep breaths, to taste a delicious glass of cold water. The second thing is that I reflect on the things I am grateful for, and that list is very long. The third thing is that I focus on renewal, and every single day brings that. Every day, my day starts with a bike ride into the office. I leave home at 5:15 a.m. At that hour, everything is about experiencing the moment and about renewal. The fresh air, the sun rising, the birds singing. So when I have a hard day, I know that tomorrow will start anew. It's a new chance, a new beginning, a chance to be a better person, another chance to make the world a better place. I propose we should choose a life of constant renewal. Jesus did. I know we're not Jesus, but we can do our best to follow his example.